Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at the SPY, the IWM, the Qs, the DIA, and the IYT. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. Go to the website, sign up, it's free, or click down here and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Alright guys, let's get right to the daily chart. 33 million on the day, guys, 27 at the close, 3 cents down, pretty much a pause day. We had a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days up with a pause, right back into this upper level. Still closed above the all-time high, but we did get back above, or we did close above the high again. So now we're looking for sideways consolidation, maybe a little bit of a pullback into the MAs, and then possibly the next wave up. If we do fill this gap and start sliding, this is your line in the sand right here. If you crack this, hey, right now it's at 239.65 or so. If this cracks, you're most likely getting to the 200 MA. So up move 255, down move 230. Let's see what pattern this brings, guys. Right now it's slightly bullish, up, sideways, starting to take off. Let's see if we go sideways in the next move. I mean, look at this, up, sideways, up, sideways. This was a trend line breakout here. Not a breakout, but you know, just the light volume's taking over. So we get above that trend line, boom, start to take up, get above the MAs again, and boom, we're floating. So 33 million, guys, keep an eye on that. That's just insane. I don't even think I've seen volume that light even on a holiday before Christmas, like Christmas Eve or the day after Thanksgiving, you know, stuff like that. It's pretty amazing stuff, guys. Right now, just no participation, waiting on earnings, in my opinion. IWM, if I could get it right. IWM, same thing, 33 cents up. We're back to these high pivots here. All-time highs right at 142.90. So if this continues sideways, we are above the MA. Strong stance. So I wouldn't rule out this thing popping. Earnings have to be good, though, to continue this move up. Volume's been pretty consistent the last couple days, so keep an eye on that. Consistently light, 15 million shares on a day. 33 cents up. 10, a little bit after hours with the Netflix probably pop, but up sideways, guys, just chopping action. You're in a range on this one too as well. There's your top, there's your bottom, so boom, top, top, bottom, top, bottom, top. So does it come back in? I don't know. Strong stance above the MAs, looking a little bit bullish. Let's see if we could pop through. If we could get through these areas, the 142.45 and then the all-time high, which is 142.90. Then we could get through the 143.40 trend line coming in back from there. Get through that, then we're looking at 145 to 150 on this. Same thing with going down, just like the SPY. Looking at low pivots. Ultimately, the 200 MA at 134.45. We get there, then we'll wait for pattern. If it goes lower, great. There's a couple gaps to fill or windows or what have you. Right here is a pivot and a gap fill, so watch for that area. That's a big one too. This will be filled eventually, just a matter of when. But the 200 MA is curling up. I do like support here for possibly a buy if it got down there. So let's watch for that. Let's see if we stay in this channel. And right now we're up, sideways, looking to blast off. Let's see what earnings happens in the next couple of weeks. That will tell us a lot. Qs now. Qs are up after hours a little bit, 32 cents along with Netflix. That's what's helping that one. But we did stall out at this little pivot right here at 142.16. So we did get the same thing like the SPY, straight up, 6-7 days. Nice pause. Do we go sideways, setting up for higher prices, or do we just kind of slip right back into the trend line, moving averages, and that sets it off? But we're going to keep an eye on this pattern here. We got to wait patiently to see if this thing goes sideways and then sets up, or do we get some follow through, or does it come right back down and possibly just start falling apart? So let's keep an eye on that. Again, just like the rest of them, you have this trend line down here now. So if that's an area that cracks, we'll probably fill the gap, then go right here to the 129. And guess what, guys? One more time, 200 MA right at 128.21. So upper move 145 to 150. Then we'll see what the consolidation, what it brings us. Downside, gosh, you got a couple gaps. I'd say right here 132 to the 128 area if it comes down, and if it cracks that, then you have some lower levels. Just like if it cracks 150, then you're going to continue higher. So let's keep an eye on volume on the Qs as well. Let's see what the setup this gives us in the next couple days. See if it goes sideways, setting up for higher, or does it kind of come a little bit of a fade back into the MAs, and then that pushes it up. Again, time will tell, guys. Let's see what happens with this one. DIA. So it's pretty, gosh, it's the same thing, all these charts. This one has the lower trend line, just like the SPY and the IWM. I mean, that's a big one, guys. It cracks that, we're going down to the 200 MA again. I wouldn't doubt November lows back in here, but you have great support right in here as well. You have trend line curling up, so one step at a time. Let's see where this goes. I mean, we did almost close at the all-time high again. We did that on Friday. Popped up, little pause day, 4 cents down. Again, 2.2 million on the day. It's pretty much been consistent. It did pick up a little bit from, gosh, a week ago. So you just gotta be patient, guys. But back above the 20, the 50, the 200, bullish stance, up, sideways, bullish. Popped off that pattern, going sideways again. Let's see how this does in the next couple weeks with the earnings again. I'm a broken record once again, guys. So let's see if it pops, comes back in, or does it continue to grind. If it does, we have the levels at 220, 225, 230, then 235.29, up in here. So let's see if this pattern plays out. If it does, we'll be looking at here to add to our short position. If you are not short this DIA, you can definitely short it up in this area. I mean, I'd start nibbling right here. But just don't load the house. Make sure you got enough left to add just in case if it pushes to 235 or so. So that's only 20 bucks from here, so it's not terrible. Just take the right position, knowing that you can do a 22, $23 stop out if it gets above the 236 and continues going. Then you might have to just say, you know what, I gave it a shot. What can you do? It's trading. All right, so bullish stance above all the MAs. Bullish pattern. Let's see if this thing pops in the next week. If it does come down, cracks this level, then we'll most likely go into the $200 area. So it's about the same. 15 up, 15 down. Let's see what we get in the next week. Let's look at the IYT. So the transports. This one was down a little bit. Nothing crazy. It did hold that old all-time high, which was 173.91. So that's big there for this one. Came back though, came right back on top of it, bounced up a little bit, closed on top. So let's see what this thing brings. We did close at, where was the last price? 174.57. I'd like to see it close again above 175 and continue higher. The volume did come in pretty good though. I'm not, you can't complain with a day like today with 400,000 on the day, but just kind of held it. That's it. Holding the trend line, holding the 173.91 area, chopping around. We did move up. We are going sideways. Bullish stance above the MA. So honestly, this chart doesn't look that bad. As long as it stays above this all-time high, and chop, it should lead to higher prices. If this thing slowly comes in and starts to bleed, got a couple gaps to fill, I still think you could probably make 171 without any problems, and then 168 down in here. You got to get interested in taking something off there. You have the 382, you have the low pivot here around 167, and that trade there, guys, that's a $7-8 trade, $7 trade, so that's not even that bad either. But let's go over everything once again. The light volume markets are taking over. Looks like everybody's waiting for earnings. So let's watch that, see if it picks up a little bit. If it remains the same, then maybe the summer stays just light volume until possibly third quarter, or not third quarter, fourth quarter possibly, and then maybe it starts picking up. Summertime, a lot of people take vacations, have a lot of 4th of July, Memorial Day, all that good stuff, Labor Day coming up, or vice versa, whichever way they go. So just keep an eye on the overall volume, especially on the SPY. 33 million. These markets aren't going down. You will have individual stocks going down. I mean, it was kind of a mixed day, flat day, but my gosh, I can't. 33 million, guys, it just blows me away. So, all right, again, if you like these videos, sign up at my website. It's free. Subscribe down here. And again, thanks for everybody stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I love doing these videos, and hopefully I'm helping some people out there trade and make some money. All right, guys, thanks again. God bless. See you on the charts.